You may have heard of something called instant gratification. Um, a lot of people can probably say that they have a little, a little of that or a little too much of that. Essentially, it means that your brain chooses the option that will make it feel better now. And some people don't have this for everything. Their brain says, well, hold on. What does that mean if I choose that now? Maybe it's better to hold off and choose that later. And I think, how on earth does someone do that? If I see something I like, boom, it's mine. If I don't have enough money, then, well, that's something completely different. Not too long ago, I discovered that there is the opposite of that, which I also seem to have. That's a diagnosable condition. Avoidance personality disorder means that your brain immediately runs away from anything that isn't going to give it instant gratification. It's almost the same idea. The instant gratification is, let's not do that. Let's not taste that. Let's not try this. And yeah, I have that. And it sucks, man. Okay, it doesn't. My personality is now. That's probably the best way to describe it. If I can be happier now, I will. I don't worry about tomorrow. That's tomorrow's problem. And for a lot of things, tomorrow doesn't come. I have actually structured my life on not doing things I don't want to do, not trying things I don't want to try, and bad things I put off as long as I can. Because my philosophy has always been, if that's really going to suck, then there's probably very little difference between it really sucking right now or it really sucking sometime in the future, undefined. But there's several benefits of not doing it now. One is it sucks. I don't want to do it now. Avoidance. But justification of that avoidance is, let's say I can put that off for a year. During that year, it might come up again several times. I can put it off several times. So that's not only avoidance, that's accumulation of avoidance. So eventually, at some point, I have to put up with it once instead of over and over. And there's a very good chance I won't have to deal with it. When you ignore things, they tend to go away. The same with people. Now, it's not a good idea to ignore everything. There are certain things you should pay attention to. But there's a lot of things. They suck, and I don't want to do them. And when you don't do something, and it magically gets done anyway, I consider that a win. The people who end up doing it are very frustrated and might consider it a loss, and it's selfish of me. Yeah, okay, it's selfish of me. But I didn't do that thing I hate, and you did. So I can avoid you now. Anyway, I've been thinking about that because I'm living in a new home with a new family, and I don't do a lot of things. I don't try a lot of their foods. I don't want to do things. And to people who don't have this their entire life, it's curious. They say, well, why do you say you don't like something if you haven't tried it? Oh man, have I heard that my whole life. And the answer is, why would I? As strange as that seems to them, the opposite is true for me. I don't want to go to a restaurant and spend money without knowing I'm going to like it. And they say, well, try it. I don't like things pretty easily. I don't like spicy things. I don't like weird tastes. I don't like a lot of things in the food department. So I avoid them. And that's a diagnosed medical condition? Doing what you like? I guess at some point, if I only did things I like, maybe that's a crazy person's talking. If you work in an office and your boss says, here, can you get this done by 5? I don't think so. I don't like that kind of work. Now, essentially, that is what I've done because I don't have a boss. So I don't get told to do things I don't like. And when I did, I didn't do them, and I don't work for these people. Yeah. So it's kind of, I just thought of that today while I was pondering other things, that it's the yin and yang that are really one and the same. I don't like doing some things, so I don't do them, is the same as the instant gratification of running away from something you don't like. But one thing is for sure. I like these cookies. I eat them all the time, and I'm going to eat one now.